Hi, this is Kevin, KGM JAM, owner of Pro Advertisers Club, a totally free site to advertise. Go to proadvertisersclub.com, join for free today, and start advertising for free. Okay, today, Amazing Spider-Man 2014. I believe it's Spider-Man Punk or Spider-Punk. Not real familiar with this storyline. I will be catching up though because of Marvel Unlimited. I'm in the 90s right now. I stopped reading comics in the early 80s, and then I started reading them again when Marvel Unlimited I came across on the computer there and signed up, and I've been there ever since. Okay, it's dropping soon. I did not get in on the wait list. I forgot, so I'm gonna have to wait 15 minutes. So what I would do is pause it. But this is what happens if you don't get in 5 minutes till. It closes up. The clock is still there, but you won't let you join in. You just got to wait. I expect to be able to get one. There's 10,000 of them. I was wrong yesterday, though. For some reason, everybody came out of the woodwork and went for that drop. I wasn't expecting it, and I was on time. I was in the wait list, was not accepted. So that means, you know, that's good news in a way. It's bad because I didn't get it, and I didn't get it on the rebound either. But the good news is there was more people active, or at least we hope there are people, right? But so that's kind of caught me off guard there. The Return of the Jedi isn't a really high-end comic, you know. It was just neat the way they're giving you a poster. So I think people saw a lot of opportunity to flip in this situation, unless you got the common, of course. But I don't know. Like I said, I was wrong yesterday. I might be wrong today, but I got a feeling I'll walk right into this one. And I don't even have the money in the account. I'll wait to just make sure it's not sold out. You don't have to have money in the account, but it helps in the fact that something could go wrong while you're trying to buy it. If you have to go out, you know, get the gems, come back in type thing. But I have bought a lot of drops like that, because especially if it's a higher expense, you know, like higher gem. If I'm not going to get it, I don't want to put the money into the app because I like to sell things and then multiply my collection that way. You know, so to put 70 gems in there and not get it, what I have a bad habit of doing then is going and buy something anyway, which in a way that could be a good thing because we are in a DCA accumulation phase, and all that is it's really hard to flip stuff right now. And flipping, if you do it right, can really help you build your collection. If you're strictly a flipper, then you're in a different ballpark, and it's very rough right now. Some people still know how to do it. You've really got to study the market. Got to use all the tools that you can to find out what's hot, what's not. There is some pumping going on, some dumping, so buyer beware. One of the biggest things that people get caught up in is when the monthly removal of items for sale in the marketplace. If after 30 days it doesn't sell, they remove it. Now they don't charge you to put it on there. Some apps will charge you to post, which keeps it kind of honest in a way that people aren't going to post it just to be posting it. But they don't charge you anything, but 30 days they take it down. And sometimes as they're removing them after the 30 days, it might look like there's a bull run on the item. That happens. It's caught me up in a couple times, and you're like, wow, this thing just sold, you know, it went down from 15 items to 8, and it's jumped double in price, but all that's happened, they're not selling, they're just removing the item. And sometimes you gotta be careful. You gotta pay attention and all that. But this is the #1 app I believe in the crypto and NFT world. There's not a whole lot going on other than the drops right now, and it hasn't been for a while because they're building the infrastructure, but they're strong. They're got a cult-like following, which is good because it's the cult-like following that's going to keep things going in rough times, and dedicated. And there's a reason you're doing something right, because people love what you're doing. They see your vision, they see your future, and they just have to be patient. We just have to be patient. So DCA, accumulate, keep your eye open on the good deals, collect what you want to collect. Like tomorrow, we got the stamp drop tomorrow. I love the stamp drops. It's the cheapest drops that they do. 2, there's gazillions of stamp collectors who are fighting coming to the NFT market. But once they do, these will probably be some of the hottest collectibles on the app. $6, you can get any one of these. And I would stack. These 3 you'll probably be able to get under retail initially. This will probably be 10, this will probably be 30. Of course, I don't know. Like I said, yesterday totally blew me away. I was not expecting to have a hard time getting one. I thought they'd have some left over. They didn't. It sold out. And you never know. You never know when it's going to catch on, you know. So that's tomorrow. Definitely will be there on that one. Really, I'm not too excited about this one, but I'm going to go for it. It's $6.99. I love comics. This might surprise me. I don't know. Might surprise a lot of people. But like I said, even if you get a comic that's under retail, and there's a lot of them, because right now there's really not a lot of anything. They've lowered the mint counts because of the market. But once that market changes, we are what I am calling the low mint age. And when the low mint age is over with, this will be some of the most desirable stuff, simply because, one, they're all first appearances, all first issues, they're all something about them that makes them very collectible. But they're going to be so low mint. When you got 10,000 items and only 5,000 people want it, that's a balanced market, because then you got some left over to sell for new people coming in. But what happens when it gets up to, like in the heyday a couple of years ago, when you have 50,000 people regularly, you know, or even 20,000, all of a sudden now you got half the group's going to be left out. And when you get in, you know, I'm hoping they put it on Disney Plus. I'm hoping it's in the Apple goggles as a preloaded app. But once the masses that we're all hoping for start getting availability to this, where it's in front of their face, because trying to tell them about it, it's almost impossible. They just don't, you know, it's going to have to be. Let me put this in perspective. I always do this. 1% of the population owns crypto and NFTs, yet everybody in the population has heard about it. They resist it because of all the FUD. When they do hear anything about NFTs or, you know, crypto, it's always bad news. Always. The only time they finally hear about it is when it's pumping. And that's when they want them to come in. I'm saying they like a conspiratory, but if you've ever followed Kramer and watch how he just rakes people across the coals with his Kramer, if you're not familiar with him, he's on MSNBC, I think. And if you did exactly opposite of everything he did for the last 20 years, you'd be a millionaire. And it's not by accident. How can a guy who misrepresents everything he talks about still have a job? It's because he's placed there to pump people up at right times and to suppress people at the right times. Because that, I know it sounds crazy, but that's what happens, okay? And it's like that. So I'm getting off tangent here. What I'm saying is, though, when that group starts to get into, it's going to happen quick. It's ain't going to be a trickle. It's going to be a floodgate. And that might be 5 years away. It might be 10 years away. It could be tomorrow. But when they can go on Disney Plus and they're watching the Avengers and it says, click here to get a Mighty Marvel. You know, maybe they're giving away one for free just to get people introduced to it. I don't want to use the word hook, but whatever. So they click on it and they got a code. Go get an exclusive free Mighty Marvel that only you will have of a mint number, and you can only get it through Disney Plus. Now all of a sudden you got 200 million people seeing that. Kaboom. And this is without VeVe ever adding any more or announcing any more stuff. Just dropping. Wait till they start announcing stuff. Wait till the crypto people get fat cash in them because of the halving that's coming up. And it will happen. It's either going to happen before, after, during, all of it. I don't know, but it's happening. And they're going to have so much money. Then they come in, they buy up all the NFTs, they pump it, and then they dump it. That's been there for the last 2 cycles that I've been involved in. That's what they do. And if I'm telling you, it's a very small group of the population right now that's into this stuff. But this stuff is not going away. It's, if you go and look, even all the FUD you hear, it's getting better. NFT sales are getting better. They're just, it's evolving, and it's separating the men from the boys, like the .com era. If you were alive for that, you saw companies that you thought were the greatest thing since apple pie, and then all of a sudden a bookstore called Amazon comes out of nowhere, and they're the main thing. You know, that's what's going on now. The companies who are going to be around are getting bigger and better. Facebook loses $2.5 billion a quarter on their metaverse. So 10 to 12 billion a year they're losing. Great tax write-off. "13 seconds. Let's see if I can get it." Yet they're still doing it. It's just not being, they're not ready to go mainstream yet. They need to build it, get it fleshed out. It's coming. It is. I just don't know the time frame. Okay. Why can't I buy it? Oh, okay. It's not letting me buy it. Let me go on the mobile phone and see if I can get it through that. It's saying buy now, but did it sell out? If this sold out, there's something going on, because we haven't been able to sell out things for about a month now, especially the comic books. Okay, there it's saying returning soon in 5 more minutes. Oh, I'm sorry. I got 4 more minutes. I thought it was, didn't it say 0? I'll have to go back and look at that. For some reason, I saw the 11 seconds, and I thought that was that. Okay, we got another 4 minutes, whatever. So DCA, accumulate, research, get to know the market, get to know the store, live off the drops. This is not financial advice. This is entertainment purposes only. You can just come and watch me crash and burn if you want, if that's what you think is going to happen. But everything everybody was wrong about was the time. 2 years ago, things were 90% higher, and it looked like the sky was the limit. And then it's slowly pissed out over the last 2 years till now we're down about 90, 95%, sometimes even more on an item. If you didn't sell anything, you're going to do all right. Now, if you sold it at the beginning of the piss down of the bear market, you'd be all right. You'd make some nice profit. But I didn't sell anything. At the time, you could not pull any money out, and I didn't see this coming. I thought it was just a temporary thing, and it was going to shoot back up. And I just sat and watched it go down and down and down. So I didn't sell anything. And now I'm just waiting for it to come back up. It might never come back up. That's the game. But this is a collectible app. I think it's a lot more. They've hinted that it's a lot more. But right now it's a collectible app. Collect what you like. Don't do nothing stupid like mortgage your house. Don't max out a credit card thinking you figured when the bottom is, and it's going to, because you could get in trouble that way. But if you DCA, accumulate, if you go to a website called, I can't remember the name off the top of my head. I'll look it up for you. But it's, you go there, you can see it's got the highest moving NFTs, the lowest, the biggest dropped, the cheapest. I like to go to the cheapest, click on Secret Rare first, see what's going on, because they were down to about, I'm going to pull it up before I leave this video and I'll show you. After this See if I get this dropped, and I'll go show it to you. And you can use that to find the cheapest NFT if you don't care what you're getting. And sometimes that's $1 something, and start stockpiling that way. But right now, DCA's accumulating, and I'm going to add something else. Research. Do your own research. The nice thing about VeVe, and a nice thing about a lot of these apps, these NFT apps, is that you're never too late. You're late in the fact that you miss things, but they're always dropping something new and always will be. That's because that's what they do. They drop IP in the form of NFTs. And even because it's not the first appearance, doesn't mean anything, because what if it's a very low mint number? It means it's harder to get, yes, but if you got it, you could do very well. All right, let's see what happens this time. Something like this, if I get anything, the ultra rare or under, I'll keep, and the secret rare I'll probably flip and then go buy something different, or get a whole bunch of commons. I don't know. Something else I want to point out that's coming is the burning mechanism. Hold on, let's do this, see what happens. Now this is the rebound. I did not make it in time for the drop. Okay, it's going to let me buy it, so it didn't sell out. I expected that. That's not a big surprise. Okay, let me go get some more gems. Okay, let me refresh this because I had to go on the mobile phone and do it because I got free gems today from Google. And you're like, Kevin, how'd you get free gems from Google? Well, when you go through the Google, you get points, and when they add up, you can turn them in for Google points, and the Google points you can put in the app of VeVe as gems, but you got to do it through the mobile app. You can't do it on the web app. And yes, when you go through the mobile app, that's kind of bad for VeVe in the fact that they pay such, I don't know, 30%, whatever it is they pay. But it's right now, it's part of the thing. If you do it, you do it. If you don't need to do it, try to do it on the web app. It helps VeVe out. But it was only $5 in gems. And I'm only going to buy one. Now I got number 9817. That's about the worst, the worst mint you can get. But it could still be a secret rare because they don't go in order. And they take the top 40 mints, so you can only get mint number 41 through 10,000. I don't know if it's always going to be like that, but right now that's the way it is. There's only one item that I know of on the VeVe platform that's you can get a mint number that's less than 41. And that's the Iron Man Funko Gold drop. And the way Funko did it was, I don't know if VeVe asked them and they said no, and I'm surprised Disney didn't demand it, but it must have been part of the deal. I don't know, but either way, Funko didn't keep any of them. They sent out, like if it was the common 1 through 1500, and they numbered them 1 through 1500. And then like the secret rare, there's 50 of them. They numbered them 1 through 50. So each rarity got their own mint sequence in order, which I liked. I don't know. The way VeVe does it, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, I guess, but sometimes I think it's better if each rarity had its own mint number, because then you'd have 5 number ones. And the way Candy's getting around this is what they've done is they've wrapped them in a pack. So like say this comic I just got, I would get it in a pack that has its own mint number. And as long as you don't open it, that's a new collectible, an unopened wrap with its own mint number. As soon as you open the wrap, it destroys it. And now you got the comic with its mint number. So Candy has added another layer of collecting with the wrap. So what VeVe could do, and they might do this, because VeVe's trying things all the time. They could, when you get the comic, it could come in a wrap or a pack, and then you could choose to open it or keep it. All right, let's see if I got, let's refresh this and see if it's dropped. And then we'll find out how many is sold. I bet you about 4,000 or 5,000 is sold. I don't know if Spider-Punk's a big deal, but it is his first appearance, so this is in a way a valuable comic in that it's a first appearance. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna go to the mobile app because there I could see how many's left. Oh wow, I think I'm the only one who went for this. There's 8,600 issues left out of 10,000. Now, what VeVe's been doing on things that don't sell out or do very well, they burn them. Usually it's like 6 months. It's not like next week or whatever. But that was, I wanted to talk about that, and then we're going to look at the prices on that app I want to show you. Burning mechanism, which VeVe's already, they're the only ones that can burn right now. When they empower us to burn stuff, and they're going to give us some motivation to do so. I don't know, it might be for MCP points. It might be to upgrade the comic. Maybe you're going to burn your comic to make it a motion comic where the front cover's alive, and you know, like a small movie or something. They're doing that on Candy, not the burning, but they already sell covers that move around on you, live covers. I forget what they call them. But anyway, you'll want to burn it. So say I get a comment here with the worst mint number, so it's the least valuable comic in the whole drop, right? But one day I wake up and I'm the only one with that issue because everybody else over the night burned it. That's what's coming. You literally could have a collection that the value is hardly anything, and you get disgusted. You go, I'm not going back on VeVe, and you look on it 2 years later and they're worth 10,000 a piece because you're the only one that owns that item anymore because everybody else burned them. That is a possibility. Once the burning mechanism, once we are empowered with that burning mechanism and are motivated to burn them, that's going to happen. It's happening on HRO. I've got cards that are worth hundreds of dollars simply because I bought it thinking there was 800 of them, and all of a sudden there's only 123 because they burnt the rest because nobody else bought them. I got lucky. It wasn't because I did anything spectacular. I just bought a card that I liked and thought it was gonna, you know, go into my collection. Plus, HRO is gamified just like VeVe is now with the MCP. So you know you want to collect cards to add to your points. Okay, let's see what I got. Wow, it's still being processed. What's the holdup? With that many being minted, it shouldn't be. Okay, let's see. I own one edition, so let's go take a look at it. Common and a very low mint number. Okay, so if you can say it's one of the worst comics in the drop, it is because of the very high mint number, and it's a common. But what I'm going to do now, I am not going to sell this for a 60-70% loss. I will sit on this now because of what I just said. At the very least, when prices go up, I'm definitely going to get my money back someday. I just got to be patient. But some people will flip it. We're not even going to look at this as going for right now because I bet you it's about $2-3, if even that. So anyway, let's go look at the app that I was going to show you. Okay, the NFT tracker site, that's the name of it, NFT tracker or my NFT tracker. It's down right now. I can't get in. So what I'm going to do is I'll make another video and have that on there. And if you please like and subscribe. If you haven't, go on over and check out Pro Advertisers Club. You can advertise anything you want there for free. No porn, nothing illegal, but advertise your YouTube channel, advertise your NFTs, advertise a book you wrote, whatever. And thank you for watching, and have a nice day till next time.